Greetings, comrades. I am Admiral Andre, and I am seizing the moment to continue our story here with Irish Jerusalem. I've only been playing Crusader Kings III lately, so I really do want to continue with this. So let's see what we can do. From the last episode, we still have to make a choice about our neighbors, especially while they are weak, before Egypt can seize Hakamid here, for example. I was thinking about this and I didn't actually remember to include the holy warriors in our assessment. I was just looking at my own troop size. And this we can see here the holy warriors suffered greatly from our previous wars, and so we will have to wait a while for them to recover. So once they're back at full strength, that should add another 1,300 soldiers to our army. So that's not necessarily going to be enough, but at least we will have a better chance. So this one here is also, as we saw before, allied to a very minor faction, and this one is more major, so together they have quite a few troops more than us, even with the holy warriors, but it's at least something to consider. So let's unpause the game on slow speed just to start off with, as I like to do, and we still see that there are some peasant uprisings in the north, in the Duchy of Urdun here, where our friend lives, I believe. Yes, Duchess Keitelgrima. And she is decisively losing that, but that's internal affairs, so we just have to watch and see. I'm sure the counties are going to suffer for this, as we can already see here. Lots of issues developing, but we have to focus on our own lands first. So increasing control, establishing our culture, and of course fabricating a claim. That is not correct, that is incorrect, and that explains why it was only 18 months. That's not right. I don't want to get a claim on that. Or should I? I was thinking it's suspicious that it's so quick that it would only take 18 months to convert. So that isn't what I was doing. Now this one is very young, has no allies, is very weak, is a Hungarian Catholic. I think let's continue with that. Maybe I have a claim on this anyway, that I can de jure take it, but I don't think so. So let's continue, then I'll seize the Barony of Jaffa, or Jaffa here. Well, the holder is Jaffa, but the barony is Jaffa. I'm not sure if it's pronounced the same, but anyway, we'll say Jaffa, since the whole duchy or county is Jaffa. Right, then, what's next? Someone is approaching here from the south, the army of Cairo, so they will not be moving for no reason. They are fighting in a liberty war against someone in Kabul. That's here, or this someone is helping them. Now, where would this be? Probably in the south here somewhere. You can see these lines here, so I think Arabia is rebelling. Or actually, should there be more areas? No, that's just the sort of wilderness areas then. No. I wonder who is actually rebelling there. And is it possible to see? Well, we can see some of it here. Mirdasit and Egypt, of course, on the one side. The Sheikdom of Shazar, which is where? In the north here. So I guess there's some issues happening. Oh yes, it's not actually Egypt that's having a rebellion, it's their allies. Right, that is not really an issue for us, but of course if they are weaker, it's better for us, so let them fight. Yes, so then of course we also have this one here, but we'll have the same problems with the de jure incorporation into the Kingdom of Jerusalem and all of that. We're about a quarter of the way there with, what's this county called? Gilat. So maybe that's our first priority then. So I think in this episode we'll probably see the Queen pass from this mortal coil, because she is 61 and they tend to pass around the 60s in this game, at least. I mean, it is only the 12th century, so medical care wasn't the best. And the lover's pox, she still deals with that, but it isn't actually hurting her health, so that's good for her. And where is the heir? He is now grown up. He is an 18-year-old. He is not married at the moment, so hopefully I can get to make that choice. So, yes, he's still in Dublin. He does like us, and as we can just see again, he's zealous, content, and chaste. Chaste is not necessarily the best thing to be, but yes, so he is more of the kind of virtuous character. Not really ambitious, so when we take over as Konmal here, we're not going to necessarily seize these other territories. Just for roleplay, you know, he's content. Only if there's a real reason to do that. He is a fortune builder, which is good, and he is, of course, comely here, as they say, or pleasant to look at. Right, continue. So then maybe we should seize this while we're still the queen. She is not ambitious, but she is not content either. So she can see more of the pragmatic elements. This one is actually dealing with something already. Defending against the conquest of this sheikdom. Oh, someone else is beating us to the punch. The Korkudet Atabegate. Well, Korkuted. So they are making moves here, and then obviously we will have to face them. So it was a bit of a pity that we couldn't at least strengthen ourselves here. They're allied. So who exactly are you? Are you like Mongol factions? I'm not sure. Turkic, yes, so they are kind of moving in from Central Asia, it seems, if I'm understanding all of this correctly. Obviously he doesn't really like us. There's someone who's an experienced fighter. At 20, no, you're going to get recruited immediately. You are a treacherous craven. That isn't great, but as a fighter, you're good. So I guess as a knight, you will do well. 45 is something we can afford at the moment. Let's do that. And then just have a look at the current knights that we have. So he's taking the first position here. Then, of course, we have decent ones, and it stops right there with an 8. So I think overall we're doing very well with our knights. I still have to not forget to create the Barony of Hebron here, but that was 600. And we should be able to... Let me just see here. What were some of the other things that we were looking at? Upgrading Jerusalem, and then we didn't have the option because it was the Mashariki culture. Now we can, so at least that was sorted out. The military academies was the one thing we were looking at before. Just want to see some of the other ones. Marches, maybe for in reinforcement and so on, but we need more troops, really. More levies. Doesn't look like there is such an option. Maybe further down the line, so we don't have something like a barracks that we had in, or that I had in Ireland. Tax offices, archery grounds, that will help, of course. We also need to expand our men-at-arms still. Levy size is 20%. The royal armories. By having the crown provide weapons and armor to the soldiers, more peasants can volunteer for the levy. That is also not a bad idea. We do need to be moving in these directions. Let's just get a new perk for our development as a person here. Learn on the job. So 20% of counselor's primary skills are added to my own. That's even better. So that should help. I think we were at 27 maybe before with learning. I don't exactly remember, but it will help us. Maybe that was our last perk. I'm not sure. We're not going to be long for this world. I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but it does seem troubling. What's happening here? Who are you? Stop. What's happening? What in the world is happening here? Defending against somebody of Sumalo in the Somalian conquest of the county of... What? Who's this? Who are you? Why on earth are they attacking one of my vassals and I'm not involved? I'm really confused here. What's happening here? There's a peasant uprising. Defending against Duke somebody of Alwa in the count for the claim for Syria. This one is definitely the conquest of the county of Ifat. Now where's Ifat? Oh, now I'm starting to better understand. I think it's she's an ally of those people, and it's not about this county. She's just involved as an ally. That's probably more sensible. Yes, she's allied to people in Abyssinia and Idhab, of course. Now, then it's not our problem. If she gets killed somehow, but of course she's in our dungeon, then too bad if she suffers more damage. But this is part of Jerusalem, so they better watch their step. Not gonna let any strange foreigners walk over our lands for no reason. Right, maybe that's what we'll do first. We'll kick that, if I can, of course, Count Benny. He's gonna see the door very soon, maybe. So that will cost us 75 gold. I'll get a claim on the county of Jaffa. And he loses opinion, but he is only 5 years old, so he isn't much of a threat at the moment. Do it. Do it. Why not? Let's try. It was an accident, but we roll with it. So now I can get this thing going. Is it possible? Can I revoke your title now? I have a claim. Without being viewed as a tyrant, I will gain stress because I'm generous. But I'm also sadistic, as we saw. He will still have a claim on it. He will hate me, of course. He will be closer to forming a rivalry with me. And the control in that county will be less. He might rise up, but he has no allies. Do it. This is my land. I own Jerusalem, and this is part of the de jure petty kingdom of Palestine. Your great appetites are renowned throughout the world. This is another insult in against our gluttony. It seems there's no recourse for our dispute other than to settle it on the battlefield. Just pause, rally. I still have my rally point in his county there, so that's a problem. Raise all the armies. Just have so many pop-ups here right now. Just stop for a moment. Support in mercenary negotiations. Your spouse's excellent martial skill led to this windfall. It was a good idea to marry him. Even just for the skills and so on. So our mercenary cost goes down by 20%. This is the time, comrades, to begin making our moves. So they're still assembling, as we can see there. And now they're ready, and now he is going to give up this county. I want to own this. I only have one heir at the moment, and he has no children, so splitting the realm is not an issue at the moment. And at least if it is split, it will be to other members of my dynasty. Good practice there in the desert. The queen should be stronger than this. We're too weak. We need more. Our great appetites are leading to this. We need to have more. A good Catholic, you see, it's worth it. I am known as a deeply pious woman. Again, it's good I'm known for that, but anyway. Surely my devotion to God should be good for something in this life too, if not only the next. See, she's a pragmatist. There are a number of people who would do well to be reminded that I am in the Lord's good graces. Should be shouted from the towers, so I'll spend some of the piety, but I'll gain prestige. How far are we from the next level? It's quite far. I've been too lenient with the church, so I'll get some money out of them. The King Bishop surely appreciates a devout lady. Pope Gregorius gains opinion. What is his opinion at the moment? He's an old man, it's not going to matter. He's made it to almost 80. Of course, he's living well. But anyway, so no, I won't do that. Let's get some money out of the church. We can spend it somewhere. You can lawfully imprison Aghavni Pahlavun. Oh, it's going to be a practice session for me here. Who are you? An Armenian Druze. Content. She's a fornicator, and of course we can't have that, even though we have godless people running around here. But she is not a Catholic, so that's even worse. Her spouse is dead. She has 2 children. Who is she? She has a claim on Apahunik. Where is that? Oh, it's up in the north there, in the Afsin realm. Should I even bother? She'll leave. Maybe it's for the best then. She has great diplomacy. Where is she even? She's somewhere here in the disputed areas at the moment. No, I don't know. 27. Oh, go for it. We're a pious woman, remember? I have to remind myself. Vassal demands council position, tough luck. I am the decider. She has fled. Oh well, goodbye then, and she's heavily pregnant too, but she's a traitor. So, the control in Jerusalem is much better now. That's of course the key place for us. And there's Jaffa running around again. Decisions. I saw this as well. I was rewatching the last video again. We can make the Outremer Empire. I think that's French. I looked this up. Outremer. It's like the Crusader kingdoms together. So I'm not sure what that would entail. Abbasid is destroyed. Outremer. How would we change the culture? Oh, it will change if we do this. Finally, a genuinely holy land. I just want to see the requirements. I need 5,000 prestige and control the region of Outremer. Which is what it... Oh, it's... Wait, where does that line go? Oh, it's this whole thing. It's the whole of Arabia. Plus Iraq and Syria, essentially, as we know them today. And Sinai. So that would be our empire. Not, of course, the Empire of Arabia. Our kind of rival one. Oof, that's a long-term mission, that one. But at least it is something that we could do. Potentially, one day. I still wanted to go on a pilgrimage because I was thinking, you know, one of the options when you do a pilgrimage is to go to Jerusalem. I literally don't have to leave my bedroom. I can just lie in bed and say I've done a pilgrimage because I'm in Jerusalem. Of course, it wouldn't be that simple. I'd still have to do the tour, basically, but it's fine. So there we go. It's done. We did get some cash money there and prisoners as well. I will accept graciously your sensible surrender. And Count Benny is in jail, where he should be for now. So, let me just close all of this and just take stock of the situation at the moment. So, we are at peace, and we should see the border disappear here, maybe. I'm not sure, I can't remember if that is the case. No, it's still part of sort of its own thing, of course. We just happen to control it. But shouldn't we see the They stay that way, but I don't understand what happened then. Oh, there it is. It just took a moment. There it's... Isn't it? No. It looks blue there. So he stays in charge. What's the point then? I'm not sure. We just jailed him, basically. That's all. I want this place. And why is it an unpressed claim? Somebody else, maybe. Yeah, I don't actually get a county there. It's still unpressed. That's a mystery. We literally went to in a war over that. Revoke title. Not sure. I don't know. There's still some things I don't quite grasp here. Someone can explain. Or when I rewatch the video I can see maybe we did another kind of option. But I should be the owner of that title now. And still it is not the case. I have a claim. See, there it is again. Let's just have a look at this. Select the title to revoke from Count Benny. I did this before. We looked at this. I have a claim. I can revoke it without being a tyrant. I gained the stress. Did I? I don't think I did yet. No. So maybe it was the war then. First I have to imprison him. Then I can do it again. Successfully. He can't rise up again. Do it. This is my land. I have no choice. There we go. It's a good thing I checked this. Otherwise I would have just continued the game. There's a new archbishop who endorses me. That's good. And we lost a councillor from old age. You're one of the lucky ones. But right, there it is now. So you have to do it twice if they rise up. And then of course the border is less obvious because it's our united holdings. So you in the south I will keep for now. You're a good knight. And our marshal, so I'm not going to bother with that one. If I just have a look at the no, not the Outre-Jourdain, Palestine. So that is basically everything that we have now except Gaza. That's a long-term mission. We'll take this one as well. Then we have the whole duchy there, basically. But that's 308 more men under our direct control. Once we bring the control of the county up, it will be even better. So there we go. Let's just have a look at our prisoners. These are just things before I forget. Benny Borkalan, it would be better if he died in jail instead of passing his title to somebody else who could then claim the title back again. We have, who are you? This must be one of his companions. Would he ransom? Well, she would be ransomed for a favor. Is she important? She has claims on Bax. Where is Bax? That's way back in the mainland. No, not interested in that. So you can go for a weak hook. Is she any good though? No, just a weak hook. That's fine. Just go. Count Paschalas can stay exactly where he is after 7 years, and so can Princess McGuistel. Traitors will rot. Even though they're only in house arrest, which is not the worst kind of imprisonment. But this one is a challenge. How shall we proceed with this one? I lose stress if I kill him. Now, what is his dynasty? I think these are way back in Hungary, Holy Roman Empire, that kind of area. So if we did kill him, they wouldn't really be in a position to do much against us. It is... I'm going to do it for the sadistic reason. Cut his head off. There, 5-year-old. Sorry for you, but the sadism has to be expressed. Roleplay, you know. There. Cut his head off. Fear is our motto, right? Good. Good. All is well. I don't like foreigners holding my lands, of course. How is the army? Better to get some men-at-arms regiments. Now, what can we do here? We don't need siege equipment more. We can just upgrade this one if we did need more. Light footmen is a good thing. They don't have any benefits here. Hills, probably. Drylands. Light horsemen is probably not a bad idea. Just not hills and mountains, but definitely for plains and drylands. That's desert, though. Does that count as a dryland? Uh-oh, what did I just do? Back. So, I think... Let's do the basics first. We'll take bowmen. They'll anyway be needed against the skirmishers. We'll take light footmen against their heavy infantry. I'm not sure if they will have those. Maybe we should take pikemen. We know they use camels in this part of the world. So I'll do that. Armored footmen. Let's just see. Let me just have a look what's going on here. So bowmen, mangonels, pikemen. The best is to obviously get different types. So armored footmen is something we do want. Now it's showing. We can afford it. I'm doing it. And that should be all for now. At least it diversifies the composition of our army. So now I can just let them build up for the moment. They're still fighting in Al-Jav. Benny, you died gruesomely. To my great amusement. So yes, that's just how it goes. So what's happening in the neighborhood? Egypt is still battling it out. A faction has disbanded. Good. No more independence nonsense. You will stay in line. Jerusalem. So I think he was the one doing that. He is not intimidated by me, but at least he likes me still from our swaying efforts. Low county control, we know that, and Eitchab, no, never, and Negev. Negev has no better skills than our friend, so no, these can stay exactly as they are. So the wars we did look at last time, we will decide about that. Let's speed up a little. And that war for Abyssinia, etc., is over, so they left now. I died! That's it. We died. Great Queen, Holy Queen of Jerusalem has passed away of old age, which is bloody good luck because she's in the most dangerous profession, if you think about it, being the Queen of Jerusalem. Queen Sorcha of Jerusalem rests in the arms of the Lord at 63 years of age. She died of old age. A zealous woman, she fought for the glory of God against the heathens in one of the greatest holy wars in recent history. King Konmal ascends to the throne. Loyal to his spouse and family, Konmal is certain to place the good of his dynasty above all personal concerns. And he has no heir, so we're in a lot of trouble at the moment. So goodbye, Queen Sorcha. You were indeed a good leader. So continue as the new king. Now we're in a dangerous position. Just want to see, we have this new bishop that we saw now just with the queen. He doesn't endorse us. And our neighbor here in Al-Jav, or Numair as their country is known, lost their capital. So now they're very weak. Now we should seize to this opportunity for sure, even though he isn't ambitious. That's the problem now. Let's just have a look at him. So he is now betrothed anyway, not married yet. And that's a problem because that's one of our family members. I know because this was the daughter of the King of Ireland when I was playing as the King of Ireland. Now this is nonsense. This cannot be happening. No, it's not close family, but if we just have a look, Princess Imma, if we look at the branches of our great tree here. So now I'm down here. Princess Imma would be there. So it's our grandmother's brother's daughter, and that I'm not doing. Sorry. Oop, wait, now we're in the wrong place again. It's a good, handsome king here. Strong leader. Good, good, good. Right, get rid of her. Break the betrothal. I remember in Ireland, in that playthrough, she is somebody who starts lots of duels the whole time. She's a fearless ravener. No, she cannot be. She's too close in the family. Goodbye. Although, oh dear, stupid. On the one hand, it's an alliance with Ireland. But I can do better, I think, hopefully. So, find a spouse. This is important. We should take some time to look at this. Right, I am 19, so we'll say I want let's say all, but the age difference is only 5 years either way. So I would wait a year or two for a powerful betrothal, but not more than that, because if I die, it's game over. So maybe I shouldn't do that, but we'll just see what comes up. I definitely want an alliance, and I definitely want to gain prestige from it. So I'm not just somebody off the street. I'm the King of Jerusalem. Now this person is Czech, so she is, I don't know how to pronounce that Z, but we'll just say Božislava. She is arbitrary, craven and cynical. She is not a good partner for the zealous kind of King of Jerusalem. But she would be giving us an alliance with the Duchy of Moravia. The Earldom of Bedford, that looks like the best one. The others are just earls and counts. There's a Duchy of Gimajoka, the County of Bourbon. There's another one, Duchy of Moravia. And she is paranoid, callous, impatient and shy. I don't know what's happening in that country, that duchy. Let's see if we can find someone with a trait that we can pass on. Nobody. If we are willing to take a hit to our prestige, which is negative anyway, we can get people who are hale, so they're fit and sound of body. Then we'd get an alliance with the Earl of Derby, in the county of Arnhem. So few troops that they can contribute. No, brave is good, honest is good, but greedy is not necessarily great. But okay, we get more income if she can help us, or at least she gets more income. Is she a bad option? She seems like a decent option. She's not too great with her stats. She's an okay diplomat. But other than that, she's very poor. Ava. Fearless Ravener. She's a charismatic negotiator. So this is the best we're going to do with inheritable traits. I was definitely not going to keep her in the family with Imma. That was not going to happen. Now this leader is 55, or this countess is 55, so the alliance might not last too long anyway. She also has lover's box and she's stubborn. How about this one? But this is deceit, diligent and gluttonous. That's better. 1,200. It's very far away, so in a fight they're going to take a long time to get to us. What about you, Harshnal? Hold up. Before we commit to anything. Being deceitful and gluttonous is not the best look. But of course we know the previous leader was gluttonous. She is diligent, hale, Her skills are even poorer. She is an average for intrigue, but 24. What's the chance of children? Medium. And then we don't have to wait. She's 50. Vassal in the Kingdom of Wales. Right, I think we'll do it. We'll do this one, which is maybe a poor choice of words. We'll marry this one. Or Ava 17 might be even better. I just think overall she's a better fit for him if you look at their personalities, being honest and brave. Greedy, yes, but you know, she's just concerned about the finances. And she's a bit more our age. Alright, we'll rather marry her. And so the children can be both attractive and strong, so that's a really good match there. Right, she's the one. We will not lose prestige. And that's it. Send the proposal. Just go slow and let it just sink in. And then I'll do the lifestyle and all that. So the alliance with King Moran has expired. That would have been a great one for the army, you know. That would more than double our army size in a war. But how can you marry someone who's that closely related to you? It's pragmatism, but no. No. So when is this wife of ours arriving? I just had my birthday. There we go. Greetings, King Konmal of Jerusalem. I gladly accept your marriage proposal. You will be joined with my daughter Eva in holy matrimony. Excellent. There she is. She does like us. Not too much, but it's okay. We can try and romance her. Perhaps that's a good thing to do. Let's romance her. Why not? 0% chance. Why is it 0 though? Maybe we need to just let things settle a little. Let's have a look at the lifestyle. So he is of course a steward. So wealth building will be our focus. So he's a taxman, that's good. In real life bad, but in the game it's good. It helps us. So I think wealth focus is probably the best for him. War, honor and loyalty are all means to an end. Gold. Domain or duty? What would fit him best? He's zealous, but he's content and chaste. So he's kind of modest in that kind of way. He doesn't want to, you know, he's not ambitious. He doesn't want to overextend himself. He's so avaricious, administrator. Maybe the domain focus is better. Monthly income plus 10%. That's very good though. Duty. Enemy agent acceptance. -5. So I guess they'll struggle a bit with schemes against us. Or they won't accept as eagerly. Guest opinion. So the opinion of our, unfortunately not our vassals. I think now wealth, it seems appropriate. Let's go for wealth focus. The money will certainly be useful for mercenaries and all of that, and we should still get a discount. Perhaps, maybe not. Wasn't that a county level thing though? No, it was probably an event just tied to the Queen. So let's have a look at the vassals right now. Of course, Medguistel is hating us. She hates anything to do with our family, of course. Duke Gerlach of Outre-Jourdain is hating us, and he is our uncle. So I guess he also got a piece of the pie, because I think we held that duchy before as the Queen. Keitelgrima is still friendly to us. She was obviously the friend to our grandmother. Count of Uitgab is hating us. He'll start trouble for sure. Count Flenching of Gaza is not a friend really of ours. Nobody is. Here's another one. You see, it did split up even though we only had one heir. Other members of our family also inherited. Damn, that's just how it is. So we only have Jerusalem now again. Now he hates us because we hold his de jure duchy. But of course, Jerusalem is ours. Now we're going to have problems. Our most powerful vassal should be the one on the top as far as I understand. Should we... I don't know. She is not of our culture and all that. Maybe it's time to let her go. And then try and befriend her. She's a lunatic though. I don't know. She can stay there. I'm content. This one, the uncle, will try swaying him. We have a decent chance. Our family should stick together now. No heir. Uh-oh, seems as you have no heir. If you die now, the game will end. Well, if it ends, it ends. But we'll try. With my marriage to Queen Eva, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless. I'm content, right? So I'm not gonna do that. I'm chaste, so kind of modest. I'll let my subjects enjoy it without worry or care. This is anyway good because we need the prestige not to be a negative. We're only established at the moment. And let's have a look at our council. There's the first heretic, exactly as I said it would be. Our Spymaster is not really a fan of us. We're going to have to deal with this quickly because this is the most critical now. So Duchess Matilda of Capua has accepted Lollardy, which does what exactly? Denouncing any common Christian sacraments. So anyway, we're not going to even bother. Those vile heretics, we are not going to cause further trouble. Here's our first faction, of course. And that means I need coffee. So, this is the one right here. That was this powerful knight before. He's still the marshal as well. That's a problem. Now, others will definitely join that. But first I want to have a look at the Spymaster. The best one is actually the Jaffa, the uncle who despises us. We're going to have to do something about that. Other one is in Eidhab. Eremia, this was the grandmother's husband. He doesn't really like us at all. But a 12 is quite decent. It's a bit better, and I think if we did pick him, he would at least like us a little. Our half-brother likes us and he's an 11. Let's rather do that. The other one is not a leader, so we can fire him with ease. And now he likes us a lot and he's a family member. So I think that's better, more secure. So this one, the Druze populists are going to be rising up in 5 months, and then of course we still have the possibility of the Liberty faction. They will want to reduce the crown authority. It's never going to happen. My stress is quite high, moderate, not too terrible though. Here's somebody who converted. So spouse, we need an heir, quickly. An heir and a spare. Now we only have Jerusalem, so we really have to build up this other barony. Our military power is greatly reduced, also because everybody hates us. So I think internal affairs will be a big issue, not expansionism. Although this one is going to be weak, 600. That will create kind of a buffer against these other ones, but of course they'll still want to take it. Just want to see. Forget about the emirate. What does this belong to, this actual land here? That belongs to somebody else, the Duchy of Damascus, which means that the Byzantines could make a war over it. And this one belongs to this emirate, but is that the duchy level? Yes, it is. That goes all the way there. So we'll only really have one of that. They'll definitely want it, and the Byzantines will want Hauran eventually, if they create that duchy. It's not created yet. The Mirdasid have some also of that. Bithynia is probably not a problem for us. It's somewhere in Europe, I think. Yes. It's actually just opposite Constantinople. No, or Byzantium. What would it be in 1153? The faithful, there is a new crusade. The papal envoy has reached my court bringing news from the Vatican. Pope Gregorius issued a call to arms to all righteous Christian rulers. As a Catholic king, I am expected to prepare my men in support of this most holy cause, supported by the universal church itself. To all those who will take the fight against the vile infidels desecrating the holy grounds of Syria. This would be the second crusade for Syria. The first one was before we started as Jerusalem. The Holy See promises full absolution from all sins and a guaranteed place in heaven. Isn't that convenient? Warriors will be ready to fight. This is a problem. Last time we failed this when I was in Ireland still. I did take part, but the crusade was called off because there wasn't enough support. This means... But you see, where exactly is the kingdom of Syria? That's this whole area. That's going to be against the Byzantines. It's going to be against the Mirdasid, so it's their allies, the Egyptians. We're going to be caught right in the middle of this if we join it. But what choice do we really have? We could even get the claim from that. This is a thing. You see, the Mirdasids are still battling internal dissension as well. What about the Byzantines? Strangely, they're peaceful at the moment. They will be the biggest problem. If we get a lot of support, we can beat them. I'll say we're ready to fight. This crusade is happening whether we like it or not. We might as well be part of it. And this is where I have to nominate the beneficiary, and this is how the grandmother that we were just playing, the queen, became the Queen of Jerusalem, because I, as the Irish king, appointed her. So this is we have no available characters because we have no one left of our dynasty. We better make babies real quick, then maybe I can nominate one of them. Damn, then we'll have another Crusader kingdom, but hopefully an ally then. Well, this is all interesting. This happens in just over a year. So these two issues here are very closely related. Duke Pandulf has submitted to Lollardy. Definitely want to ask the Pope for money, even though it's a crusade soon, so he should be reluctant to give me money. Duchy of Amman. Maybe this is still worthwhile, even if we don't hold land there. Do it. Might lead to more tax money and so on, because then we can be considered the rightful liege here. I think that's how it works. So yes, we are now also the petty king of Amman. And then we have to deal with this lunatic. She's content, so I think, should we be merciful? I'm kind of like that kind of merciful character in a way. Let's have a look at the prison. I still have to get a physician too. So these two have been, their husband and wife, in prison for 8 and 6 years respectively. If I ransomed her, I do get a favor on her. Okay, go. Just go. And a favor. Okay, we're still considering the other one. Just go. Just don't start anything. Otherwise I'll throw you right back into jail. I accept it. And the husband... Now of course they can start nonsense. They're free to act in factions. That was maybe not smart. She's a great spy though. Doesn't help recruiting her because she'll still hate me. And she hates me because I hold the duchy. I might have just shot myself in the foot there. Well, more action for the episodes, I guess. I can change her contract. That's maybe not a bad idea. I think that's all a favor really is good for. Let's just have a look. So right now she's giving the normal taxes and the normal feudal levies. I can change one of them. I think the best is probably the levies. We need the manpower. If I do it without a hook, it's an act of tyranny. But of course I have the hook on her. Do it. Then I can use her own troops to put her down if she tries trouble. And the Archbishop is also a problem, but I can only sway one person at a time. And I just have to start somewhere. It's just one of those things. Maybe I should have demanded a conversion instead. She still might accept though. Let's try it. That should make her more amenable. Well... no, she's not going to fall for that. What about your husband? And there's now a dangerous faction. This is, I think, the populists. Yes, they will try something in any time, so our armies better be ready. We can still call the holy warriors, am I right? Nope, we can't even do that anymore. They died with the queen. Even though I'm still the leader of Jerusalem. That's inconvenient. To the abhorrent King Konmal, we will not stand for your vile oppression of good Mashriki Druze any longer. Our time is now at hand. With Allah guiding us, we will rise up and free ourselves from your infidel rule. I will never give up to them. I guess, we'll just say, of course, she also joined the fight. Damn it, I should never have let her out of her cage. So she and the one in Eidhab and the one in Gilalid, who are you? This is the faction, or the uprising leader. Well, she's not the strongest because we took some of her feudal levies, thank goodness. Raise the armies. And of course now we have the extra men-at-arms. That might help because our units will be stronger. So they're assembling. Avengers assemble and kill. But Medguistel, the lunatic, is going right back into a cage. But this time I'm cutting her head off. I'm not taking that nonsense. I am content and all that, but she started this one. Oh, no, no, no. What are you doing? We'll win that. I think so. Let's do it. It's only a 1-star. Do it. Kill them. They're trying to take Jerusalem. We are crossing a river here. I don't know if that's going to impact it. It doesn't say so. Slaughter them. Hack them to pieces. Butcher them. They have no men-at-arms. You see, that is such a powerful thing. So our Skirmishers, I don't think we actually have skirmishers, but our pikemen, our armored footmen, and our archers are just hacking them to pieces. That will help. It is troublesome that we're losing so many people here, but I think it's because they're retreating, routed, so it's not actual casualties, hopefully. Faction organizing. Even in the midst of war, leader Mushin and his supporters in the Druze populists are willing to use any excuse to push their agenda. With my troops and gold bleeding away on the battlefield, I need to look hard at what options I have to mitigate this threat. A tidy sum? They'll lose 50 discontent. I cannot worry about this now. He must not be allowed. I'll imprison him. They gain more discontent, but I gain some dread as well. What should I do? Maybe I should just... Zealous. You see, it's the zealousy, I think, in this case. He is not of our faith, so I'm zealous. So I'm saying he's a heathenous traitor, and he must not be allowed to act. Hey, that was easy enough. May Allah destroy your house. I don't care, your fake religion. Of course, I'm just role-playing. I know I am defeated. It seems I'm left with no choice. So be it. And what happened to your little girlfriend, the traitoress? She's also in prison. Her head is coming off right now. Her head has gone looking for her shoulders. What did they say in the 13th warrior? Faction is disbanded. Get the army back to rest. And now it is time for some chopping to happen. So you are a threat. You cannot remain. So this is actually an act of tyranny. I'm losing stress. Yes, because she's a heathen, but... No, she'll just stay there, but I think, can I actually throw her in a dungeon? Angering her close family, I don't care, you deserve this. I gave you a reprieve, and you failed to act on it. Now, who is this count? This is the one of Eidhab, the one that's been a thorn in our side for a while. What if I force you to be converted? Now you will do it. I think maybe that's a... We have to really think this thing through. I can banish him, and what happens then? And convert him. But let's just see if I banish him... No, I can't. This is an act of tyranny. Demand conversion and gain a weak hook. So maybe then he's gonna be not associating with the Druze anymore. That's maybe a better long-term strategy. Do it. And speaking of that, maybe we should try... She will also be converted. What's her claims? Denounce your claims. And gain a weak hook. We're just basically pulling all her teeth out. In a figurative sense. And you are the leader, so you have a decent fighting skill. Can I force your conversion? He will accept. And recruit him. Such delicious irony again. I think this is actually a more appropriate strategy. It's based on especially my zealousy as a character. This is definitely what he would do. He hates me, but he is now a dutiful Catholic. This one is joining us, I think. Yes. And then he should become a knight. Oh well, he can't, but we can always make use of his other skills. Now where's the princess? There we go. She is accepting. She will hate us, but she'll lose part of the reason for rising up against us. There we go. Now you will be slightly more content, won't you? And now she can fight her own Mashariki Ismailism uprisings. The county of Ma'ab has given rise to some more Druze, and they are also strong enough to rise up eventually, but we'll deal with them. By then we will have a crusade, so it will be a bad time for them. 8 months. I think we'll do that one in the next episode. It's never-ending action. But I like that. This one is just really not receptive to our ideas. But he is wounded. Maybe he'll die soon. Is he of our faith? Yes. So I can't hate him for that reason. Search for a physician. I can take someone from my own court, but they have to be a good learning skill. What about Cal? Wasn't she? She was the previous one. Appoint as court physician. Maybe it's because when you become the new king it falls away, then you just have to reassign them. She doesn't like me. She's Coptic Nubian, so at least she won't be sympathetic to the local troublemakers. Let's see. There's something happening. He is defending against Gaza, so there's internal fighting. Either way, whoever wins is hating us terribly. Although the Gaza one is not as bad, so hopefully he wins. Kicks the uncle out. Even though then he'll have 2 of the 3 counties of the duchy. Faction created against me. To install Count Hartwig of Jaffa on the Jerusalemite throne. That is another thing we're going to have to worry about. So he's strong enough to send a claim already. This will happen in 26 months. Perhaps... Is it not possible to aid this ally of ours? Well, not ally, but you know, through circumstance he's the ally. If he wins and kicks out the other one, perhaps then we don't have to worry about that. But I don't think I can aid him. I can order him to stop the vassal war, but I wouldn't do that even if he would accept. Still trying to sway him, or this is not good. There's a holy war for the petty kingdom of Palestine. This is now the core. This is the one we have to fight, and it's just a holy war. And this is someone in Egypt. Similar strength, but others can join this one, as far as I can see. To the solitary King Konmal. Your wicked deeds have gone unpunished for far too long. That changes today, for I have come to deliver holy retribution on you. Allah have mercy on you, for I shall grant you none. Well, this kingdom is coming to its final days now, with all of this strife and other family members trying to take over and having no heir, and there's more allies. Yep, it's over. In a few months we'll have the Crusaders here. They'll be in the north, but they'll be all over this place. So then maybe we can have a reprieve. We'll just have to hold them for that time and hope the crusade doesn't fail because there's not enough support. Decent defender, so there's 54,000 already involved. They're gonna win, and it's against Afsin. I'm known for my dedication. You see, here it comes. This is the Holy War. This is the equivalent of Saladin trying to take back Jerusalem. Duke Gerlach has been swayed. Great, he hates me. Stop this effort. It's a waste of time. Don't even need to look at this. Just hold Jerusalem. That's all that matters. Soon the whole of the Muslim world will be against us. Those 54,000 Christian soldiers better get here. And who are you, Afsin? What does Afsin have to do with it? I guess they have part of Syria. I don't know why they're the target and not the Murtasids. Maybe it will be not just them. Not sure. Let's just have a look at Syria again itself. See, it is... I'm not sure. They only have a small part of it. The war would be much more impactful against this one. You see, it's only this one. This one is in Mirdasid, that one is in Byzantine. Damascus would be down here as well. I wonder if I can't redirect this. I saw the option here. Redirect the war. I don't have much piety. I don't see it being good to bring another one in. Mirdasid is more important. Is that even possible? The Kingdom of Jazeera. Just have to look through this list. This is also new. Unless it's just about... No, it's not about who you fight. It's about what you fight for. And we fight for Syria. So it's, I guess, whoever holds parts of Syria, maybe it will not just be this one. I want them to fight my enemies now, not these Afsin. They're not my enemy. There's the first ones. Maybe we should take that. These are not very good. We're much better than they are. We should again break them up while they are weak. And we don't have many troops anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And we have no money for mercenaries. Our commander seems to be out of the picture. Wait, just stop. Let's bring our ally in. The Holy War for Palestine. It looks like they've added another one. Accra. No, bring them if they can. Not gonna help much, but... it's another distraction, and we're gonna lose this fight. Just from sheer numbers. Oh, one is gonna win the war for us, the battle. Yes, one soldier won the battle for us. 1 versus 0. Get. Who will be the leader? The one in Gaza. Another one has joined. We have to just stay here for now, I think. It is the last days of the kingdom under our rule, I think. Right, in 2 days we'll just start the crusade, and there it is. The time has come to bring St. George's holy wrath against the vile infidels in Syria. Inflamed by righteous fury and unyielding resolve, the great army of crusaders assembled by Pope Gregorius sets forth to deliver divine justice upon the wicked and earn their place in heaven. Deus Vult. Stop. We'll do the rest in the next episode. I think we're dead. but we'll see. They come in sort of drips and drabs, or whatever the phrase would be, but we're not in a good position. We only have 900 troops right now, so that's a problem. Quality-wise, we're the best. I think actually that's a 5 quality. That's also a 5, but they have less troops. Anyway, it's a problem. I'll see you next time, comrades. Have a wonderful day.